Hey, welcome to the Steve Talks Real Estate Show. I'm not your normal host. I'm here with Steve Penate. Your
Hold on,
normal.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I love how you said it though. Penate, but it's Penate when we're on the show.
Hey, I love that. You got to keep the branding going. Hey, we're with Jason Mitchell, real estate team here in the DFW area. One of the fastest.
Texas.
Yes, Texas. One of the fastest growing brokerages in the nation, not just Texas. So
Correct.
amazing. But Steve, we're here today because I wanted to ask you
Shout
a
out to
question.
Jason Mitchell, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Jason Mitchell.
You're watching.
He's the best, seriously. And just wanted to ask you a question. And one question that I feel a lot of agents are asking out there. So how the average agent is making about $45,000 to $50,000 a year. And what I want to ask you today is how can an average agent go to being an agent that's making six figures a year?
Love the question. So, you are right. The average agent makes roughly from $45,000 to about $55,000 a year. If we're honest,
Yeah.
okay, most real estate agents we are seeing on our social medias do not live the $1 million lifestyle.
That's true.
You know, I don't care what car is behind them on
Yep.
any post. The reality is that the average agent lives very close to paycheck to paycheck. And so, you know, so many agents get into the industry with the desire to make a good living.
Yeah, come on. That's true.
You know, make some money, and so everyone has a goal of being a six-figure agent.
Yeah.
And so, with that said, I think that one of the things real estate agents have to do from the get-go is understanding what it takes to get to six figures. You know, so let's use an example here. Let's say the average price point is around, you know, nationally, I would say it like ranges from about, you know, 250 upwards to 350.
Yeah.
You know, just on average, ballpark figure and so on. So based off of that and based off of the average commission on those numbers, you know, the average agent would need to do at least 25 transactions to clear six figures.
Wow. Yeah.
And so when you're talking about a gross pay, you know, you can probably hit six figures with about 20-ish
Yeah.
transactions, but after you pay Uncle Sam his portion,
Of course.
you're back under to your net pay being under six figures, you know. So in order to clear roughly six figures, you'll have to do somewhere around 25 transactions. So with that in mind, I think from the get-go as a real estate agent, that's you have to be really zoned in on the goals you have. If your goal is to make six figures,
Yeah.
you have to understand your numbers, your metrics. Understand how many transactions will you have to do
Yeah.
in order to net six figures.
That's good. I think that's solid. And I think a lot of people don't have that mindset, you know, from the get-go, from asking, how do I get from 9 houses to 25 houses? You're talking about doubling, you know, 2.5 timesing what they're already doing and breaking from that mentality.
Correct. You know, if we're honest with ourselves, you know, 25 transactions sounds like a little bit, but it's really hard to achieve. You know,
Absolutely.
I think the number one thing a real estate agent struggles with is lead generation.
That's true.
You know, and so many agents come in with the wrong mindset. Everyone's worried about how not to go to jail. You know, they know the contract, you know, from the first page to the last page, and
So true.
and it's important to understand those concepts, but knowing the contract is not going to grow your
Yeah.
business.
Yeah. That's good.
You know, you have to get familiar with what exactly is going to grow your business. I always say it like this, you know, what good is it knowing a contract if you don't have a contract to write?
Of course. That's good.
You know?
That's so funny.
And so as a real estate agent, you have to get focused as fast as possible as to what behaviors, what things in your business are you going to do that generate you business.
That's awesome.
Okay. The business of a real estate agent rises and falls on their ability to lead generate.
That's true.
You know, to acquiring the lead. What activities are you doing as a real estate agent that is generating you business, that is bringing in the client? And so what happens is this, you know, I have said this in the past, is that so many real estate agents, they go year after year chasing business.
Yeah.
And so I think as fast as you can, begin to build a business where you attract business. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Okay? When you attract business, the consumer wants to come to you.
That's good.
Okay? When you're chasing business is when you are, you know, paying thousands of dollars to Zillow in hopes of getting a phone call and being able to obtain a client, you know? And so I think that, you know, one of the most important things when it comes to lead generation is thinking, how am I building an attractional business?
Yeah.
And so, you know, that has a lot to do with what are you doing to generate leads. And so in order to become a six-figure agent, you need to have that mindset.
Yeah.
Okay? The mindset that you need to become the best person at lead generation.
100%.
Okay?
Yeah.
And what are you going to do to build an attractional business? And so one of the best ways to do so is to leverage, you know, I talk a lot about this, you know, but it's leveraging your social media platforms. And in so many ways, you have to become the Google in your sphere. You have to become the Google in your neighborhood, in the city you service. So what do I mean by becoming the Google? Well, you begin to put out, okay, videos that are educating the consumer.
Right.
Okay, on the other side of this screen here is a person that has no idea what the home buying process is like. You know, they have no idea you know, what steps they have to do in order to sell a house, to, you know, get a mortgage and so on. And so the soonest you can become the Google in your sphere, you know, you don't have to be the agent that is out there chasing business and continually sounding like the used car salesman, that you aren't really invested in them, you're just invested in getting the transaction.
That's so good. Steve, this is gold. Everything you're sharing, you know, how to become an attractional business instead of chasing business. And I think it's incredible that really for a lot of us, the answer is right in our pockets.
It really
You
is.
know, our phone, social media, really just becoming that Google search in your sphere of influence. And
you know, it's
awesome.
it's wild because, you know, like, for example, I'll use your example, okay? Yesterday, he was sharing with me that someone reached out to him, and the only way this person even knew Daniel was in real estate was because Daniel has been putting out content when it comes to his real estate business.
Right.
You know, so look at this. The more valuable you become, okay, you should see yourself as a treasure chest.
Yeah, come on.
You know, that people want to come to you because you unlock all the information they need in order to achieve their real estate goals and or dreams.
So good.
And so many real estate agents, you know, live from the mindset of just chasing business. They're chasing the next dollar. And I think one of the best ways to become a six-figure agent is to, as fast as possible, get into the mindset of building an attractional business, and then begin to think, okay, what things would attract someone to work with me?
Yeah.
And one of the best things to do is this: you become the Google. They're not going to the internet anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
They're coming right to you. Number one. Number two, you are coming right to them with educational videos, continually educating them on the real estate process.
Absolutely. I think you nailed it right on the head, Steve. Everything you shared, I mean, people should pay for this information, to be honest, man. And I just thank you. Yeah.
I want to give everybody a free download right now. Go to my website, stevepenate.com, and if you're a real estate agent, okay, go up where it says coaching on there. There's a free download for you to download that PDF, and I hope it helps you in your beginning phases of building an attractional business.
Yes, I love it. Thank you, Steve. You heard it from the man. Go to his website, click that download, and make sure you study that like it's something that's going to save your life and take your business to the next level.
I'll say this: if you don't follow Daniel yet, he is becoming the king of reels on Instagram.
Oh gosh.
My humble opinion, okay? I love him. Go check him out. Follow him on his socials. We'll link all that information down below.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Steve Talks Real Estate Show with Steve Penate.
Come on.
Danny Flores. Hey, if you are on YouTube or on Instagram, make sure you comment, like, share this video with all of your friends, because this information is going to help everyone out there. So see you on the next one.